What's up, guys, and welcome to a new video. So today I'm gonna do a video on something that's probably very unpopular. You know, people buy sport bikes, and most of the time their intention is to mod it in some way, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I have only done certain things to my bike. So here's the deal. First of all, when you buy a bike, if you do anything like a tune or a cat delete, even like a slip-on exhaust sometimes can void your warranty. So when I bought the bike, I had a 1-year warranty, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna do slip-on exhaust, that's it. Did the slip-on exhaust, the M4 GP slip-on. Sounds really good, sounds amazing. I'm not really sure of the power output with just doing the slip-on, what really changes. All I know is that when you keep the cat and you don't do a cat delete, you don't have to do a tune, you don't have to do a power commander, specifically for this bike. Other bikes you might have to do that with, it depends. They might end up running lean and whatnot, but just for reference, for my GSXR750, I had to do no power commander, no tune, and my bike runs perfectly. It doesn't run lean or anything like that. So here's the deal. When you do a cat delete on the GSXR750 specifically, it has a really bad lag at like 3 to 5k RPMs, right? So it's almost like the bike like loses power, like it lugs, and like once you hit like past 5,000 RPMs, then it like catches back up and like goes. But like if you just get on it in every single gear, 3rd through 5th, usually you'll only feel it on takeoff, because that's when you're really going to be down that low in the RPM range. But it has a really bad, like, it's almost like the bike just, it's almost like a clutch slipping, really, where the bike is just like, it loses power just for a couple seconds, just when you're going from 3,000 to about 5,000 RPMs. And I've ridden this specific bike. It was actually the GSXR750, but same deal, same bike basically. So I've ridden one that had a cat delete and no tune. I think it had a power commander, but I could feel it specifically in that bike, and this was before my 1-year warranty, and this is what made me start researching this. And I come to find out that people do cat deletes on this bike, and they have no idea that this bike has that lag at 3 to 5,000 RPMs until they've, you know, got it on there, and then they think, well, oh, I need a power commander, so they buy a power commander. And power commander doesn't always fix that. What you really need is an actual tune from an actual reputable dealer, somebody who, not a dealer, but a reputable like dyno tuner, somebody who actually knows this bike specifically, not just some chop shop that could throw your bike on the dyno and put a map in that they found on the internet and blah blah blah. And you might get lucky sometimes and find a shop that'll give you what you need, but in many situations I've seen people do it and then the bike comes out worse. So here's my deal, is I want my bike to run perfectly. I don't need any more power, I don't need any more torque. I really have never found myself in a need for more power or torque. You know, I ride on the street 99% of the time. We ride it sometimes up in the mountains, yada yada. And I really I hardly ever find myself even in 6th gear on this bike. I have fun going fast through corners. I don't have fun going fast in straight lines. You know, fast is relative to how good your riding skill is. So fast for me may not be fast for someone else, might be incredibly fast for someone else. Everything is just relative to your skill level. So anyways, getting a little bit off topic there, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about why I have chosen to not modify my bike in that instance. And the reason really is I don't want to deal with that. You know, I bought this bike to keep long term. You know, I love this bike, absolutely. It's 2015, I've had it for, you know, over 4 years now, and I still, every time I ride this bike, I have a phenomenal time, and I just really, really enjoy this bike. And with that being said, I don't want to have issues. I don't want to deal with having to take it to a specific tuner, and I don't want to deal with engine damage, because a lot of times when you do cat delete and you don't do a tune on it, at least a tune, you're going to deal with a lot of engine damage because your bike is going to be running really lean. You know, specifically this bike. There's a lot of other bikes that I've seen that run even leaner than this bike once they've put a cat delete on them. And here's my deal: is I ride. This is my only motorcycle. I don't have like multiple motorcycles to switch back and forth to. Granted, Heather has a 750 also. I guess I could steal her bike if I had to. But she probably wouldn't like that too much, you know, especially when she's wanting to be out riding. So here's the deal: is I don't want to deal with that, so I have chosen to not do a cat delete on this bike specifically. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this Jeep because he's going unbelievably slow. Not that I'm going fast or anything. You know, while I'm motovlogging, I really don't go fast at all because the wind noise and everything. It's just better for me to stay like 60 or below for the most part. So anyways, getting off topic again, but I just want to talk to you guys about this. Is why I've chosen to not modify my bike in this instance. I do not want to do a cat delete. My bike sounds amazing, if you can't hear that. My bike sounds amazing to me, and it's not stupid loud, and it's not quiet. You know, it's loud when I get on it, but for the most part, it's really not a super loud bike, which I really like that, because like we live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of you know, horses and stuff like that, and I don't want to be spooking horses. I don't want to. Heather has a horse also. I don't want to turn my bike on and, you know, wake the neighbors and spook the horses and yada yada. So yeah, I think it's subtle, especially when it's idling and when it's at low RPMs, because I can cruise through the neighborhood in like second gear going 35, 40, and, you know, nobody bats an eye. But there's many reasons why I've done it. Just the slip-on exhaust, but being the main reason would be that the longevity of my engine. I don't want to deal with that. You know, if I wanted a faster bike, if I wanted more power, I've always said this: if you need a faster bike, if you need more power, if you find yourself in that predicament, just buy a faster bike. It's really that simple. You know, if you have a 600, you want just a little bit more power, you want to jump up, go to a 750. Something like that, you know, an 899 Ducati, whatever, little step up. If you really need, you know, a lot of power, you can get a 1000, and then you can go to, you can change your gearing and stuff like that without having to go through cat deletes. And like I said, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion. Some people are going to agree with me and some people are not, and that's totally fine, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. This is just my opinion. I've seen too many people do tunes and do cat deletes and do full systems and yada yada and end up ruining their bikes because their bikes have been running completely way too lean. And it's really just, it's not good for your engine, man. It's really not. The bikes are designed to be run a specific way, and they are not designed to be like incredibly lean where they're like just yearning for more fuel. So that's my opinion on the subject. I've gotten a lot of questions over the years asking me why I haven't done a cat delete or why I haven't done a full system or whatever, and that's really the main reason why, is the longevity of my engine. I want my bike to last as long as possible, you know. And some people will argue that you know, redlining it is bad for it too, and to a certain extent it is, but I'm not sitting there redlining my bike at stoplights like some people I won't name. But yeah, I mean, I hardly ever hit even red line on my bike. I mean, I just, you know, I just ride. That's all. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I'm not trying to outride anyone. I'm just out here doing my thing, having fun, guys. So I will catch you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully everybody out there is safe and healthy. And that's it. Peace, guys. Ride safe.